All right, so let's give people a little bit, some ammo and some good information to kind of look out for, because there's a lot of kind of scams out there, not scams, but I would say creative sales language or creative offerings.
Let's go with that. Let's creative language. Okay, let's go with that.
So one of the first things that I hear all the time is, the guy will knock on your door, they'll come to the appointment, and then they'll be saying like, oh, this program is going to end next week and you have to sign right now. There's no program that's ending next week.
No, there's not.
There's no that is a complete BS sales tactic just to put pressure on you and make you think that
you got to do it now.
You got to do it now.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, we all need to, it's a sales job to create urgency and get you to get to that action threshold. But at the end of the day, it doesn't make sense to me to try to get someone to the point where they're finally ready to go solar by offering them some, a free alarm system to go along with.
Exactly.
It's okay, how are you really giving me anything for free?
No.
I mean, nothing's free. If someone's going to offer you two services in one, you really think that they're not baking in that? So my advice, with Vivint, Vivint does this. They'll they'll say, oh, you're getting a free alarm system with your solar, and it's well, why don't you just buy your solar from the solar professionals that are giving you a great deal? And then if you actually want a home security system,
go buy that.
Go through the process and go see all the options there.
Right.
Because you're probably going to end up with a mediocre product for your solar and your home alarm
100%,
system.
right.
And so anyways, so what are some other kind of creative sales
I have
tactics?
seen everything under the sun, and sometimes I literally go, wait, what? Did you just tell me that? I almost just want to record it so I could share it with the guys at work. This is literally what this lady said.
It's unbelievably.
Oh, there's one not too long ago where the lady said, these people are going to do a 3-day or a 3-night, 4-day, or however it works, cruise to Galveston. What? And I'm looking at the project and I can see that it's $7,000 more than mine. And I was like, ma'am, I appreciate what you're saying, but all they're doing is charging you for the cruise, and then you're financing it in your own plan. I said, would you have chosen to finance a cruise to Galveston? She was like, well, no, of course not. Well, that's what you're doing. And she was like, oh my God, I didn't even realize that. Thank you, blah, blah, blah.
And how does it feel to have a 9% interest rate associated with your cruise?
So here's the big ones that are going around right now. So I saw this yesterday. ADT Solar has this thing where it says 1 year of solar for $1. Are we at the flea market now? And let me explain what that would look like. So you would take, let's say you had a $150 solar payment, let's just hypothetically. We're going to multiply that by 12. All they're going to do is tack that onto the back of your loan. So they're going to tell you you're getting it for free, but you did not ever get it. It's just on your loan. So you're financing your own payments that you're paying financing on. So you're double financing your payments. So if anybody does this free 6 months up free or 12 months free run, because what that is a totally unrealistic incentive, and they're not telling you the truth. And if they're not telling you the truth about that, then you have to ask yourself, what else am I not being told in this situation? I've seen buy now where you get a free TV, where the sales reps would actually have the television in their car. God. And they would tell the customer, if you sign up, I'll go out to the car right now, and I have a 75-inch TV out there that I'm going to bring in. And I'm like, you got to be joking me. So on the alarm thing, I'll share with you some insight because of company that I used to deal with. That alarm is meant to lock you in. So what that means is solar installations can take a month, 2 months, 3 months, depending on where you're located. And there's a lot of opportunity in there for someone to get another competitive quote and cancel the contract and move on with someone else.
Yep.
But they can get that alarm installed usually in 2 to 4 days.
Yeah.
So what happens is they come in, they get that alarm installed, and then you get a better deal somewhere else, but you're already stuck. You took their service, and now they'll say, well, if you cancel the solar, we're going to be charging you a $3,000 cancellation fee. We're going to charge you $5,000 to come out and undo all the stuff that we did.
Yeah.
And then that customer feels like they're totally stuck. And that alarm was never meant to be a good faith, hey, you scratch my back, I scratch yours. It was just meant to lock you in the whole time. So anytime a free alarms type stuff, don't take it. It's not good for you. All it's meant to do is basically lock you in, and so you can't get out of your contract.
This isn't exactly the same scenario, but I've seen something similar to where some of these companies will, like a day or two later, come and stick the inverter on the side of the wall.
Yeah, I've seen that too.
And it's just to basically make you feel like there's going to be more friction or put a little bit of doubt in your mind as far as any idea of canceling, because it gives you this like fake impression that there's progress being made on your project. In the reality, they're just putting an inverter on the side of your house, which isn't even connected to anything. I mean, it's not, the solar panels aren't up there or anything. Yeah. And it's like, why would you come and waste your time when that's just something you would do on the day of install?
Exactly.
Like, it's costing more money for us to just have its own trip.
It's just meant to lock you in, you know?
Yeah.
And I'll share this with you guys too, and that is the way that the rules work. You can cancel your contract almost always up until, typically it's about 10 days prior to your installation.
Is that for PPA or buying it?
For either one. Most lenders will have that out. Even if the dealer tells you, the contractor tells you, hey, you're past your 3-day right to cancel, we're gonna give you a $3,000 bill. Technically speaking, in Texas, that's almost impossible to ever actually, collect. It's just, it wouldn't even be worth the company ever going after it. Now, I'm not insinuating to you, and there might be other solar professionals that look at this and go, damn, Larson, why are you telling people this? Because the truth of the matter is, I don't want anybody to feel pressured into moving forward with someone. There have been times that I have visited with somebody and they signed up maybe 2 weeks ago, and they look at my proposal and say, oh my gosh, this is clearly better. I like the terms better. I like this better, etc. But I can't get out of this because these people told me they're going to charge me $5,000 for a cancellation fee. That's simply not true. Now, to be fair to the contractor, if you do go to the point where they're pulling permits and designs, CAD drawings, and they're paying for all these things, probably not a very good thing to do to try to cancel on somebody at that point. But if you're just barely into it and the sales representative is trying to scare tactic you into holding on because of some sort of fee that you're going to get, the answer is no. Ultimately, it's your choice to move on if that's what you'd like to do.
I think a reasonable contractor may send you a bill for the work that's been, if you are canceling post permits, well, they've sunk $750 into plans and $700 into permits, and it's like, well, that $1,000 that you gave them for the deposit is like a third of what the actual cost. Like that's reasonable. Now, something that this isn't meant to be like a wink wink go do this thing, but like with the Sunrun PPA, because you haven't actually put any money down,
correct,
they tell you that you can cancel up to the day of the installation and just get out of it. And I think that they tell you that because they're using that as almost a tactic to get you to sign in the moment. Like, oh, don't worry about it. If you ever want to cancel, no worries. You have up until the installation day. I've seen a lot of people, though, kind of actually take them up on that initial offer. They'll call me, they'll see my videos, they'll see my Sunrun Vivint video, and they'll be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe like what I was getting into. And then they can just cancel and there's no penalty. So if you're in the middle of a PPA and you're kind of getting like some weird, feelings about it, getting some cold feet, you can just get out of it if the installation hasn't happened yet.
Absolutely, yeah.